Hi guys, and welcome to a new series, another little one, doing the Roman style. So I did that concept like ages and ages ago, months ago actually, and I finally got around to actually getting the time out from my other series is to actually do this one, or start this one. So what we're actually going to do is we're on the kind of southern island that I did show in that concept that I did, and you can see there's a yellow line. That's actually going to be where an aqueduct comes from, so I'm going to have an aqueduct coming, if I just fly around, there we go. From here, from like the mountains, it'll be a mountain spring. It'll go through here. I'll probably zigzag it a little bit, as in not have it too straight. Even though Romans loved their straight lines, Minecraft looks better when you start to curve things or start to angle things. So I might actually have, I was tempted to actually put it from possibly like here or something. I don't really know, but I don't think that works. Maybe here. Maybe we have it from here, and then it like angles slowly and gently to the actual town. Maybe that works, but. So we're going to have an aqueduct there, that's why the yellow's there, it's just to tell me where it is. The actual area we're going to be building in today is around here. There's a nice little flat area there that I've kind of flattened out a little bit. We're going to be building a little villa that will have some wine and things, that will have some grapes. Also be used for that. It's kind of like a tester to see what you guys think of the style and to allow me to complete something in this style. But eventually we'll have all of this as a town, kind of from this square that used to be a lake. I kind of cleaned up the lake and just put that in. That's why the biomes are a little bit weird, rather than these ones which are grass. I think it's plains and desert. Yeah, it's plains and desert, and it's just alternating to get that weird kind of colouring. That was a lake that I filled in, but we've also got a hill where we can put a pantheon on here. There you go. You can see the quite a big hill. So we can do like a big, temple to the gods, possibly there. It'll be quite interesting anyway. Overall, I think, and of course we do have. All of my Roman ships as well are out here, like the trireme, bireme. I've got my uniremes around here. I think I'm going to put a fort on this island. So I'm going to build a tiny little Roman fort, because it's kind of, it's a quite a good place. I know you've got the other ships there. Is that it? That's more ships, yeah. So there we go. So we've got all the ships in there, out in the bay. So I'll need docks at some point. No idea when I get around to that. Probably after we've got a little bit of the town done. But yeah, let's do like what we're going to do here is just small little vineyard, just in the kind of like mountainy area. I think it's a nice backdrop as well. So we'll have maybe the house here. It's going to fit in really weirdly, like slot in here. I might have to cut back this hill, but that's fine. And then we'll have the vineyard part of it maybe on the side here, and then we'll have another one or something else over on this side. Maybe we'll have a couple of them here, and then build a road. There'll be a really straight road. Well, there won't be a really straight road. Yeah, there will. We can do like a diagonal one or something. As long as it's a constant angle, then it's fine. It doesn't have to be Minecraft straight. So, enough of that chatting about random stuff. What I've got is, this is a nice little, basically an example house of a Roman house. It's got all the names and stuff in it, so it's going to kind of help us a little bit with how we're going to actually plan this. We're going to have the actual atrium here, and then we're going to actually have the peristylium. Yep, that's the one. That one there. That's basically the garden. So we're gonna have that, and then there's a couple of little rooms here. There's actually quite a lot of bedrooms, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this plan anyway. As well as there's a dining room in there, and the culinary is the kitchen on this side. So we're gonna actually try something roughly like this, but less square. So we're gonna build it square, and then we're gonna advance it if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna have that on my other screen, and I'll hopefully be able to. What we'll kind of see. The other thing I've got up is good old Roman villas in 3D. I did not mean to have that one up. So whenever you're doing a new style, or even though I've done one example of this, I kind of want to improve on it. I don't want to do the same. I want to make a new one. So I'm looking at the kind of like colours and things. So like this one's got really yellow. I quite like the darker kind of red underneath it. So I always have example pictures up, and I'll be skipping through those, and I'll try and show you guys as I do that. But last time I did it with sandstone. I'm actually going to do it probably with yellow stained clay. So let's get a couple of little materials together. So let's throw them up here. There we go. So we've got like yellow stained clay. There's a clean variant of that. Because it's a villa and it's out in the vineyards, I think this will work perfectly fine. We've obviously also got the sandstone. And this one I quite like. Oh, not that one. That one. I quite like this one because of how it joins up. So that's quite a nice smooth one for somewhere else, or possibly on the bottom of it. So we're just going to put that down. We'll actually put them in order. There we go. So all of those kind of work quite nicely. I think this is too clean for the style that we've actually got. We've also got the whites as well, because they do use a lot of like the quartz type materials. It looks like quartz, as well as white stained clay. Obviously, that's going to be one that we can use for a really horrible place. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to use that one or not. We'll see. But I think the white stained clay quartz. There you go. You can see the top texture is just brilliant for it, as well as we can actually use. Should be able to use both of them really. The pillars as well as like a flooring on bits. I don't know why I'm going on to texture packs. Ignore that. So let's grab more materials when this is actually loaded up. Whatever you do, don't misclick and don't press done. You shouldn't ever press done. Just press escape. The series is already going brilliantly. So we're going to go back to shaders anyway. Again, that goes ridiculously bright. So maybe we'll use. I'm going to use Conquest of the Sun. Actually, that's kind of like quite nice, actually, doesn't it? So we'll use that for maybe this series or until I forget. Right. Now, other materials we're going to need. We're going to need something for that red. And obviously we've got like these, which, meh, you know, they're okay. Now, there is in Conquest, sure, one of them is like a reddish one, isn't it? Not that one, that's a green. But one of these, I'm sure, pretty sure anyway, is the actual, the other type, whatever it's called, the kind of like round one. I'm pretty sure that this one is, oh yeah, it's iron in this biome, but that's blue, so we don't need a stone brick. Never brick, I'm pretty sure. That's blue-ish, or grey. That one's just normal. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe it's a brick one instead. There you go. So we got the brick one as well. So we could technically use this tile, which does look like the Roman type ones. So we can actually use that one, and we can also use the other one, which is the pink one. So we've got these two. And maybe I should mix and match those, but maybe I'll just do this for the time being. So we've only got those two. So we have got those. But because of the way that Roman buildings are, they're very, very slab-like. So I think the best option is really to go with brick. I actually don't mind the brick in Conquest. I actually don't mind it at all. So maybe we'll be using this because it looks quite good. Now I did do it with red last time, but red didn't really work. It didn't really work on the actual. I trialed it, so you know it kind of has to be this rather than the red variant of those. Right. So these are all the materials that we've got. So we're not just going to plan it, I guess. I do want still like a red strip, don't I? So I'm getting distracted. I could just use red wool, but I don't really like the red wool that much. Like purple and clay and stuff, that's not going to work at all. But I do want that like red strip, so maybe. No, I don't want to change the wool. Don't want to change the floor. Okay, so we are going to try it with red wool, and we're going to try it with just yellow at the minute, and maybe use sandstone as like the strips on the side. So we're going to try and figure out the entrance. I'm definitely going to have to cut into that hill. 100%, I know that now. Just looking at the scale. So what I'm going to do first is just... actually, I might already have one of these. I think this one might be. Yeah, it was already an airbrush for this. So I'm just going to clear out some more trees on this side. Maybe we can actually flatten out the terrain just a little bit. And we can always put the trees back, you know. Trees are fine. And these ones aren't really Roman at all. So it's not that important. There we go. So that looks alright. Cut off. So maybe we'll expand it this way as well. I quite like this ridge. Quite like that. So maybe here we need like a little airbrush. Or just a super smooth. Because we can always just kill it. But I think maybe, yeah, let's just do an airbrush of like 3 or something like that. There you go. And maybe not 3, maybe 1. I think 3 is too much. And then with stone axe, we're gonna have a smooth brush. Now, I have been taught lately that there's 2 modifiers for the smooth brush. So thank you to Rillum for showing me that one, because it actually looks a lot better when you use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like chip away at this hill, and then smooth it out a bit. So there you go. You can see that quickly already looks okay with us actually getting a bit more room. There you go. So it's a bit of a nice one. Some quick modifying the terrain there. There you go. That's looking a lot better. So that's kind of not really widened it enough, but it's lowered this hill just a tad. And this bit I think we do need to lower quite a bit. So I'm going to just push this all the way back and then lag out everything. There you go. So that looks a lot better. Still not perfect. You kind of get in these lines look terrible when you get these diagonals like this when it wraps around. But it's a little bit better at least. There we go. So now we've got that, and at least it's raised up a tiny bit. Now we're going to just mask that. So I'm just going to mask dirt. We're just going to do sphere of 2, and also a little bit actually. We'll do 2, loads of 2, and then 2 column 1. So the 2 column 1 is actually the leaves, so that will look quite good. I think I'm going to have to do it in quite a few places really. There we go. So that's given us a nice little bit of a hill. So that was nice, quick. I actually might need to put there as well. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. There you go. That's fine. Kill this a little bit. Like that update. There we go. Sometimes happens when you spam click it. It does kind of bug out, or just takes a little bit of time to fix itself. There we go. So that now, after I've done this, will look okay. And it doesn't really matter that there's dips and things. I can leave those in. There we go. That's given us a lot more space. That's all I really wanted to do, and it doesn't look too unnatural. So nice little bit of a quick one. Now I've actually got to build something, right? So we've got to figure out a size, and I don't really want to figure it out from the front. I want to figure it out from the back to try and do this. Like in this picture here, we've got this bit here, which is another dining room apparently. So we've got a dining room there and a dining room there. I guess it's like a sun one, and then you got the etc. Cool. So we got that as well. So we're going to try and build it from the back. Now I'm going to have to think about these. See, this is me trying to think about the rooms inside. So if we had, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3. For the atrium, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's going to be too small. It's going to have to be 9. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all of this is already wrong. There you go. So that will give us like a good sized the atrium. So that's usually elongated as well. That can have the open roof, but I think this even needs to be bigger. I think in the end this is going to be quite a big villa. I think it's going to probably fill up this space here, then go back onto like a smaller section maybe. I think we're going to have some side rooms that are coming off it, which actually will be a very good thing. So let's build this from the back and do scaling that way. Room wise I can pretty much put anything in because well, let's cram things in. Right, so we're going to have this back dining room first, which doesn't matter if it's in the hill. So we're going to go 1, 2, and this is the red strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And on these corners, I'm going to go up. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 5 there. Now, is that going to be big enough if we did like a small dining room in here? It's going to be quite square. Yeah, that'll easily be big enough, especially with even with detail as well. So we'll have that. And I did not want to change that block out, but it's fine. So that'll be good enough for that. Then there's like a weird little small passage there, so maybe we can actually have an entrance here. I might even go for 3 of them there, so it's quite big. But that means we can actually have an arch, so we'll have like a back door that can then go out over to here. Maybe that actually can be... Maybe the actual... what's it called, some stuff can actually be up here, as well as some natural spring water. Maybe a river can actually come down through here. Which would be really good, actually. Yeah, we'll do a river coming down from here. That goes around down that way. So that will work, actually, yeah. So naturally that will actually work. So I have a river going down there. So I can actually go through or separate some of the villas. That'd be good. And then we'll have a little path going up to here to some other types of stuff, basically. Now this time I'm going to do it a little bit off. I'm going to do it a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 this time. But I think what we need to do then, to do that, is move this back by 2 blocks. And if that's 4, we have to make that. Move this over. 4, 5, 6, 7. And these pillars are not going to be actual pillars. They're just basically at the minute for me counting. So there. Kill this. There. Kill that one as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we can always kill this hill quite a lot, really. Okay, so we get this, and that will now be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 3, 5, yep. And over here as well. That'll be a little room. So I think I'm going to... Even though you can't see this at the minute from the outside... Well, you can't see it from the outside, and you probably won't be able to see it from the inside for a little while. That'll make a little room, and maybe even have it there. There you go, so that's the entrance. I won't bother with anything else yet, because we're just in the planning, and it'll change at some point. So I'll have that. This is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just go across to there, I think. Now, on the picture that I've actually got, which is quite interesting, I'll show you this again. There we go. What it's actually got here is this garden's actually on this side, which I think is quite cool. Then you've got rooms on this side, which is, again, pretty interesting. And we can actually expand on this, on the outside, we can actually expand these rooms, which I think I'm going to do. Now, there is a little hallway there, so I don't really know what that's for, to be honest. Unless it's stairs to go upstairs, because I think I'm going to have this part raised. This part will be just on the bottom floor, and this part will actually, that'll be a raise, so maybe we'll have a little balcony area. We'll actually have a look at how it works out when we get to that bit. But for now, we're going to have to build some little rooms. So I think this has got, this is obviously going to have pillars on it. We're going to have to check the time as well, because I'm getting close. I've got a couple more minutes, so we can maybe plan out this. So I need to grab, I don't need all these brushes that I've now got. I need to actually grab stick, and we need to grab some cobblestone wool. And I'm going to do it with white again, because I used that before. I could really do that over a bit closer, but I think we'll just have to change it, it'll be fine. We got white one there. There we go. Kill that. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and plan this now. So we're going to go 1, actually we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Something like that will be big enough, and then we'll see how it fits in. Now last time I had 1 block, I think, behind it. I went to here. So maybe this time I'm actually going to go 2. 2, and that's got 2 blocks there, so we can go 1, 2. 1, 2. And that means 1, 2, and then that would be the wall. So that actually figures itself out anyway. Is that going to be big enough? I probably want 4 pillars there. I think I need this garden to be big enough and a little bit bigger and a bit longer. Or longer this way anyway. So if we just do 1, 2. There, and then I'll have 2 blocks there, then that'll be the wall. So that's why I'll bring this up to here. And now, if those are every second one. So this is working in with my have to have perfect stuff, but then that doesn't matter if it skips over to the third. Unless you want to build that just as a 2, but I don't think it really matters. It depends on how we're going to do this hall. Again, on this house, there's actually a weird hall there. I kind of want it to be a centre one. It's an office study, actually, that you can walk through, straight through on that, which is a bit weird. Don't know if I actually have that on mine, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, so let's just do this quickly. So if having that, I'll have 1, 2. Now, is that too wide now? For the rooms? No, it shouldn't be. And that'll go to there. Okay, and then that'll have the sloping roof. I think this needs to be 1 longer, surprisingly. But this is going to be like quite a wealthy person. 1, 2, and then that'll be going across to there. Okay. There. So that should now be big enough. There we go. So that looks a little bit better. So we've got our small pillars in there. That can be the actual part there. We'll have the 2 blocks here. 1, 2, and then there'll be a wall. See, this would never be big enough. This is why I knew I had to expand it on this side. As you can see. So there'll be like a roof going down here, sloping down on each side, or something different. It's going to be difficult to figure out, isn't it? Unless we did just a big roof on there and it figures itself out. Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, then maybe we're just going to go 1, 2, so we've got 4. There. So is that going to be big enough then? If we just drag this across. And then that's going to be there. Okay, and that's then even on this side, but then it's a little bit off on this side. There'll be a little bit of an extension on the side here, and then I'll just kind of connect in. I think we'll leave it there for now, anyway. I know we haven't really done too much this episode, but I think plan-wise it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. It's going to be a big villa, But I can kind of see in my head how it's going to work. So this will be going up to a nice little path, that'll be going to a river, that'll be cutting through here possibly. So maybe we'll do that as one episode. After we've done this, I think we'll do that as an episode. With the new smooth tools as well, it's a lot easier. But yep, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but we've made a start. It's a start in a new series, so thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.